I made an unscaled version of my Mediterranean mixture model for Global 25 modern averages. I made a previous video showing my results for scaled populations and my scaled coordinates, and I thought I would use the same populations unscaled and see what's similar, what's different. And as I stated in the previous video, this mixture model is, I used countries with a Mediterranean coastline plus Mediterranean Jews. So these are my aggregated and Monte calculator results. And as you can see, the top two populations are similar to scaled, although in the unscaled I get Israel at the top, 26.4, followed by Mediterranean Jews at 23.8. Get a high percentage of France, just like I did in the scaled. Get a little more Italy. Greece shows up, which did not show up in scaled. Slovenia shows up, which did not show up in scaled. I get less Bosnia, and I get 3.4 Tunisia. So I get a little bit more North African with the unscaled. And as you can see, the distance, it's pretty good. It's a little bit more distance for unscaled, but it's still pretty good distance. And as you can see, I used 124 reference populations. And these are my unaggregated results, not aggregated. And as you can see, just as in scaled, Israel's represented by Samaritan at 26.6 at the top, and Mediterranean Jews at 23.2 is represented by Sephardic Jew, both similar to my scaled. France, just like scaled, 12.6 represented by French Seine Maritime. Italy, Italian Liguria. Greece, which again didn't show up before, it's Greek Thessaly, Slovenia, Bosnia, Tunisia, and then I get a trace result there of Italian Lombardy. And when I run the whole entire data sheet, I usually get a much higher percentage of Italian Lombardy right after. I generally usually get with the entire data sheet, my top population is always Samaritan, and then followed usually by Italian Lombardy. But this time, in this, we're using these countries again with the Mediterranean coastline. Although, as you can see, France is a huge country, and French Seine Maritime is in northwestern France, so it's nowhere near the Mediterranean. But I wanted to use all the populations within that country, even if they're not close to the Mediterranean. So basically, just countries with a Mediterranean coastline plus Mediterranean Jews. And now I want to show you the distance. My distance, I usually get closer to other Jewish populations with unscaled. I am an Ashkenazi Jew, and whether it's scaled or unscaled, my closest population is always Ashkenazi Ukraine. But with scaled, I get a little more distance to Sephardic Jew. But as you can see in the unscaled, Sephardic Jew is my closest population after Eastern Ashkenazim. Ukraine, Poland, Russia, Lithuania, and Belarusia. Even closer than Ashkenazi Germany. But you can see Malta, after Sephardic Jew, Malta, Italy, Sicilian West, there's Ashkenazi Germany, Italian Apulia, Sicilian East, there's Italian Jew, Italian Campania, Abruzzo, Marsh, Greek Crete, Greek Thessaly, Italian Lazio. Then I get Romaniot Jew, closer distance than scaled, Italian Basilicata. I get Libyan Jew, closer than scaled, Italian Calabria, Syrian Jew. I get in my top 25, which I do not get with scaled, and then Italian Malise. And then to round up my top 25 in distance, I get Tunisian Jew. So you can see that I get, with unscaled results, my distance is closer to other Jewish populations, so versus scaled. Whereas with scaled, I get close to Southern Italians, Sicilians, Maltese, Greek Islanders, Greek mainlanders, and then a little bit farther distance from other. I always get Ashkenazi at the top, but then a little farther distance from other Jewish populations. So anyway, I want to share my results really quick, and thank you for watching.